This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this vehicle. It is a 2003 Cadillac Escalade, 6.0 liter, all-wheel drive. Really nice vehicle. It's got 99,000 miles. It's on a salvage title due to theft. Very, very, very common for insurance companies to insist on a car getting a salvage title. They don't want the liability of selling it on a clear title, having me buy it, sell it to you. You run a stop sign, your attorneys find out it was a theft recovery. Allstate has more money than Wheel Kinetics, so they go after Allstate for selling it, blah, blah, blah. So they just throw the paperwork under the bus. Basically, their contention is, we didn't put the 99,000 miles on it, so we don't know anything about it, so we're just going to give it the lowest common denominator, which is a salvage title. And that way they're protected. We sold it as a salvage title. Anything that happens after this is on you. That's what they're saying. Okay? That's the deal. Anyway, it's a beautiful car. It's salvage due to theft, not because of a collision. It's got a little bit of touch-up here and right on the point of the bumper, which is pretty common on these things. I don't know why. They always have that little rub mark there. Tires look like they're about, I don't know. The passenger tire looks like it's probably 30 or 40%. The driver tire, front tire, looked like it was about 20 or 30%. Boy, there's just nothing going on. The passenger side. Oh, here we go. I found something. Got some cracking here. This usually happens when somebody had something in the door, sticking outside the door, and then they slammed it on it. And that'll crack that. That's what that did. See how the molding kind of popped up a little bit there? That's from that, from slamming it on something. Anyway, that's what that looks like. I can hardly call it an issue, but... Alright, there's your passenger rear tire. There's that. It's got some little tiny little rub here. Whoever had this thing took great care of it. It looks really good. I mean, gosh. Parking sensors are all intact. Oh, I see a little touch-up right there. Let me show you the roof from behind. It's a good chance to do that. Everything looks standard and normal up here. Yeah, it's crazy they put a salvage title on these things, but they do. This one is standing very tall. The rear tires look like they pretty much all look like they're at least 30%, somewhere to 50%, all four tires. Aha. This is where they broke in to break into the car. They broke in underneath this lock cylinder. So we could use a little more touch-up paint on there, but boy, sure is a pretty car. In fact, if you notice, I didn't put the magnet plate on the back of the car. I actually affixed it to the vehicle so that I could drive it home tonight. Haha. Anyway, there's your fenders, which are all there. It's a 6.0. There's your core support, looking perfect, which is great. We did put a new battery in it. Great looking car, God. It's all there. You know, I think there's supposed to be a plenum on top. A plenum is a plastic piece. See where it screws in here? I think that's where it says Cadillac or Vortec. They must have stolen that lid part of it, probably to pimp somebody's ride. So I think that's what's missing here. See these little screw holes right here? That's a plastic mount that covers the top of the motor here. So if you look at other Escalades on eBay or something, you'll see that trim piece. It's probably a $50 trim piece. I didn't even notice it until now, what was going on there. Let's take you to the back here. Open up the back. There's that. Here's your carpet. Here's your, this is the third row seats here. I'll take other pictures from the back row so you can see better, but I like this car. In fact, I know a couple people who might want to buy it. So, it might not be on here very long. If you want it, please bid early and make a good offer and get your deposit in. We don't close deals until we have a deposit. Then you have 5 days to pay for it in full. Anyway, those seats are great. Gosh, you know how many times they steal those third seats and we can never find them? This carpet's coming up for some reason. I don't know if the cops probably pulled that up to look for dope or something. The seats look good. The back seats look great. Fabulous, actually. Headliner's perfect. Let's see. We're missing the lens here. This lens, there, see? That lens is broken. Needs that. We got heated seats, adjustable pedals. Let's see. There's your seat working. Let's see the seat back. Yep, that looks good. There we go. There's your carpet, looking good. Let's see, what else we need to see? Well, let's look real closely at the seats. Actually, for a 99,000 mile 8-year-old Escalade, this is very good. Those are just like wear lines, but they're not. There's nothing that looks like it's going to open up and crack open. So it looks pretty good. I see a little blemish right there. It looks like more like a stain that the detail shop missed than anything. So what is that? Alright, let me hop in here real quick. Let's see, what else we got? You got the peeling stuff on top of the console. Let's see that. Let's see, what else we got here? Here we go. There's inside the console. There's the passenger seat, armrest. This thing looks great. Golly. A little bit of wear on the top of the center console. Start this thing up. Seatbelt on. There we go. Alright, let's see. Turn on the air, make sure it works. Turn this down. Detail companies turn it on really hot and then put it on the rear setting or the low setting so they can dry the carpet faster when they detail them. Alright, let's see. Oh, there we go. Stars on. Here we go. And yes, that is working good. Well, sorry. I go to school. I'm educated. Alright, they're all working. Perfect. Okay, it is an all-wheel drive vehicle. You've got factory cassette.
Less than 15 minutes.
There's your radio working, and you've got a factory Chingaso CD. This would be if you wanted to add a factory DVD player. Is what I believe that is for. I believe. I mean, obviously, you have an in-dash CD player, so this must be for add-on DVD. Let's see, you've got your parking sensors. See that? On and off. There's your tow. On and off. Let's see. There's some controls off the steering. What does that say? 3,400 miles? 3,400 hours? 3,400. That's actually low for 90. That means that this was probably a highway vehicle. That's not very many hours for 99,000 miles. Let me turn this down. Turn the air down. It's a little loud. You also have OnStar. I don't want to press that because then I'll have the law on me or whoever on me. OnStar calling me, trying to sell me something. Anyway, there's the rear controls. I can hear it running. Hear that? Now it's off. Let's see this. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. How do we do this? There we go. There we go. You gotta hit it again. Again to tilt it up. Again to slide it back. There you go. There you go. And there's your cover right there. Perfect. All right, so that works. And let's go take it for a quick ride. Anyway, this is a hell of a car. I'm liking it enough to make it mine. So let's not let that happen, please, because it's not a good idea for me to fall in love with cars. Every time I do, I end up with a bunch of them at my house. So please buy this. Here's our road, supported by 9.1% taxes. Excellent. They were 8% a couple years ago, and it went up to 9.1 to cure this problem. Of course, that didn't get done. So, because raising taxes doesn't work for anybody, poor or rich people. God, look at that hole. All right, let's see. Let me put it on the miles. Well, you got 99,144 miles. And this thing runs like a champion. It's so smooth. It's a Cadillac, and it runs like one. Whoever owned it took great care of it. Please check it out. Please get your deposit in if we have an accepted offer. It is not a done deal without a deposit. Do not scream at us if we have an agreed price. You don't make a deposit and then somebody else gets it, because that would be your fault. All right? Seriously, that happens and people scream at us. We can't hold these things forever. So that is all. Please get in on this thing quickly. Thank you.